Do you want to know what's going on in the Florida real estate market? On this video, we are bringing you market stats, timeframes, values, and prices. Today, I'm going over the October 2021 real estate market report right here in Southwest Florida. So let's jump right into the report. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Rob Wosner, a local realtor here in Southwest Florida. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to know everything about eating, sleeping, working, playing, and the real estate market, this is the channel you need to subscribe to. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Florida's housing market showed higher median sale prices, more cash sales, and tight inventory levels in October compared to a year ago. In markets across the state of Florida, the for-sale inventory continues at low levels, and that puts pressure on prices and also impacts closed sales. Some buyers may have paused their home search for now. Last month, the median time to contract was just 12 days for a single-family home and 15 days for condos and townhouse properties. The statewide median sales price for single-family existing homes in October was up 17.7% from the previous year. Last month's statewide median price for condo townhouses units is up 17.6% over October of 2020. However, closed sales of single-family homes statewide last month totaled 27,628, which is down 6.8% year over year, while existing condo townhouse sales totaled 11,433, which is down 5.6% from October of 2020. Also, something notable was the percentage of cash transactions during the month. Approximately 43% of all transactions were cash, which was similar to last month, and remained lower than July, which was at 65%. So what are the implications? For those who are using a mortgage, you have more opportunities to enter into a contract on a property without having to going up against as many multiple cash offers. All right, so we had a big bird's eye view of the state, and now let's zero in on the Southwest Florida market. Overall closed sales for October decreased 32.1% to 858 closed sales from 1,263 closed sales in October of 2020. So as you can see, even on a state level and a local level, home sales are now trending downward, and they have been trending downward for about 4 months now. June of 2021 was probably the peak of the market, and things have been slowing down since then. What I really think is happening is that people are still really wanting to be here in Florida. People are starting to find that our prices have hit a soft ceiling, and now buyers are starting to give a little pushback. It is still very apparent that buyers want to buy, but they aren't going to go crazy. They don't want to get into the multiple offer situations, and they are just not willing to offer thousands and thousands of dollars over the asking price like we saw months ago. You're seeing the fear of missing out, switching from a buyer to the seller. Now sellers are afraid of not scoring the way they saw their neighbors did within the past couple months and a year ago. The report is also showing us that preseason interest is already in play, as October posted 1,186 pending sales and 33,579 showings, which are above summer month levels. The overall median close price in October increased 16.9% to $450,000 from $385,000 in October of 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic affected buying behaviors and sales of single-family homes that outpaced condominiums as people sought more open space in 2020. But those buying behaviors have now shifted. All right, I just want to take a little pause for a minute, and let's take a look at really what happened in 2021. We were in a red-hot market, and now we're settled down to a hot market. But where are we going? Well, if this were a football game and we're winding down to the end of the game, we already know who the winner is, right? So the 2021 real estate market was the Tom Brady of real estate markets, meaning it was the greatest market of all time. 2021 really was the market of a million. Basically, we had low interest rates and buyer demand and high prices. So everyone was kind of a winner. Home sales in all of Southwest Florida were up at least 10%. Now that alone is not a crazy number. We've had that before, but I believe we had the inventory, that number would have been much higher. The thing that was crazy that our market, the crazy thing that happened in our market was prices. The bidding wars and the amount of money people were throwing at properties. We saw the median sale prices go up 20% in Lee County and 17% in Collier County. And that's a huge jump in median sale price in both of these counties. Again, I like to put a little perspective on the numbers. So the median sales price in Lee County is around $365,000. And if you just think back 5 years ago, the median sale price was only $225,000. So there has been an awesome jump in prices. And that's what really made this 2021 real estate market the strongest market we've ever had. All right, so let's get back to what's going on now. Overall inventory decreased 76.1% in October to 1,240 properties from 5,181 properties in October 2020. Condominium inventory decreased 84.4% in October. As such, there were nearly half as many condominiums, only 435 available, compared to single-family homes, which were around 805 at the end of October. Not surprising, the median close price for condominiums increased 31% to $370,000 from $282,500 back in 2020, while the median close price for single-family homes increased 18.8%. from $615,000 from $517,000 back in October of 20. All right, so let's be fair. Closed sales are down for one reason. We just don't have the inventory. But that doesn't necessarily mean prices will keep rising at the rate we saw the past year. With inflation surging, now is the time to sell your home in Naples or the surrounding areas, because interest rates will eventually rise, so the number of potential buyers will thin, and this will likely also level out list prices. With season rapidly approaching, or it actually feels like it's already here, I anticipate more sellers will enter the market over the next few months, as the lure of paradise is already beckoning seasonal and foreign visitors back to our shores now that many international travel restrictions have been lifted and the threat of COVID-19 has been reduced. I also just recently read a survey that was conducted that may bring some good news for potential buyers. Owners who postponed selling during the pandemic, perhaps waiting for a sign that price increases were slowing or getting over their fears of the pandemic, already ready to list their homes within the next 6 months. Many, however, plan to overprice it, and they expect bidding wars to push the price even higher. So we'll have to see what happens with those potential sellers. Something interesting that the study suggests is that many of those people who might be planning to list their home in the early half of 2022, with 65% of them planning to do so this winter and spring, buyers should be ready for high asking prices and offer deadlines, as seller expectations of the upcoming market are greater than in the spring. But an increase in new sellers could mean some relief for the inventory crunch. Price growth has moderated some, and some sellers will want to wait until after the holidays to make a move. I think the beginning of 22 is going to get really interesting, because home listers may have a slight advantage because buyers will be racing against the clock of rising mortgage rates. Sellers who price their homes in line with today's market and stick to their plans will likely see their expectations met. Another thing that I want to point out to potential buyers is, in the past, if you couldn't find a home to buy, you just rent for a while until something came along. But there are very few rentals today, and this is exacerbating the low inventory issue because sellers can't just pick up and move when they want to sell their home. So when you work with me as your realtor, I can help you develop a plan that includes finding a place to live once your home sells. As I was looking over the market report, there were fewer homes over $1 million coming onto the market in October than the previous months. In fact, I actually saw more listings of homes on the lower end and further east become available. Hopefully, the rush of seasonal visitors will bring more sellers and more high-end properties to the table. Now, I play a lot of pickleball, and I've started seeing more and more Canadians down here, more and more international travelers here. So with that travel ban lifted, the international buyers could make this South Florida real estate market even hotter. I am bracing for a wave of international buyers to flood the South Florida housing market as a result of the federal government easing pandemic travel restrictions. The influx is as large as anticipated. A tight housing market will grow even more competitive. In Florida, foreign buyers make up about 5% of the dollar volume of sales. Experts believe that with travel bans lifted, they'll be making their way to South Florida to buy a home or a condo in the very near future. Thank you once again for watching my monthly real estate market report. If you're even thinking about making a move here to Southwest Florida, you need to take the first step. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, however you want to get in touch with me. We have so many people calling us to help them, and I absolutely love it. I have developed a system to make the process super easy and stress-free and give you the best experience possible. And remember, I have your back when buying or selling property, Southwest Florida. We have so many people calling to help, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about it, make sure you reach out to me today. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.